Welcome into the NW Sportscast. Seahawks 49ers Thursday night football. What's better than that? Levi, what's your prediction for this game?
Drew, it's the 49ers, but it's not the same 49ers that it's been in previous seasons. These are not the murder row, just world beating 49ers that we've seen for the past two seasons. This is the banged up, injury riddled, not good at quarterback, and just signed a new kicker because Jake Moody's out. This is a different 49ers team. With that being said, I'm going to take the
Ah,
Niners to win this game
okay, okay.
27, 27-23. Niners win by 4. Close game, prime time. I think Geno plays well again, but I think somebody's going to make a key mistake for Seattle. But I think it's very close. The closest we've played the Niners in 3 years. This will be tonight. We are closing the gap.
Levi, we don't agree often, but you know that old saying, a broken clock is right twice a day, and
You calling
I'm
me a
pretty
broken
damn
clock?
I'm pretty damn close to you. I am 27-24. I like it. I do. I think the 49ers win close. So, all you Seahawks fans coming in here for an oorah, let's go Seahawks right before game time. I think the Seahawks, as they kind of always do, hang around. I don't know how
Yep.
many times I can count the Seahawks getting genuinely blown out in my lifetime, to be honest with you. Like, since I remember watching football. I mean, last year versus the Mike McDonald defense and the Ravens, that kind of sticks out to me, but there hasn't been many, and I don't think that's going to happen tonight. The Seahawks lose close. I think it's kind of low scoring though. I do. I think no Christian McCaffrey. Geno Smith and the Seahawks offense looked a little hit or miss against the Giants last week. I have 21-18. Lions take it, or Lions take it. The 49ers take it on
Okay.
Thursday night football. It's a close game. I think Geno Smith probably makes that one big mistake that, you know, we point back to at the end of the game and say, look, that was the difference maker. But I think that's one of those things where the Seahawks, maybe they're down by 10 in the fourth quarter, they cut it to 3, and the 49ers kind of just bleed them out. Seahawks get a chance, and it just kind of doesn't really lead to anything. Close game, no cigar for the Seahawks.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, and there's some big implications here. I mean, if Seattle wins, we become the clear-cut favorites to win the West. But if we
Clear
lose,
cut. We haven't played the Rams yet. I would like to see that first.
sure, but we would be 4-2. Everybody else would be 2-4 or worse. So we'd have a
We'd
clear
have a couple
edge.
game lead. That'd be nice. Be nice.
If we lose though, then all of a sudden it's 3-3, 3-3. The Cardinals at 2-3 might actually be the favorites with wins over the Niners and Rams. And the Rams at 1-4 are probably rooting for the Niners, honestly. If you're the Rams, because you don't want to be three back. You would much rather the Niners
Yes.
win.
Yes.
And then if the Rams win this Sunday, they're only a game back. So then it really becomes much more of a toss up. If the Niners win, it's a toss up. You probably favor the Niners because of the history. If the Seahawks win, they're going to be the Vegas favorites most likely tomorrow morning.
Yeah. And wouldn't disagree with it necessarily, but first, obviously, the Seahawks have to do that. And we
Yeah.
both think they won't. So, Levi, in order for the Seahawks to get that done, where we both have the game being right there, how do the Seahawks kind of push themselves over the edge and get a win tonight?
Get to Brock Purdy. I mean, look, Brock Purdy, it's very
Which would be
clear
tough. Defense is still
how
hurt.
you beat him. The way you beat Brock Purdy is you put pressure on him. Brock falls apart in the second half when there's pressure. He is a terrible quarterback under pressure. When the pocket starts to fall,
Yeah.
and to be fair, our defensive line is hurt, but so is their offensive line. So it's going to depend on our D line to bring the pressure up front. Mike McDonald last year with the Ravens, they shut down the Niners, right? They beat the Niners. So can they do it again? Can Mike McDonald do it again now as a head coach? I don't know. We're going to have to see. How is this going to match up against Kyle Shanahan?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I like where your head's at, Levi, but it's still going to be a challenge. Still got a lot of guys
Yeah,
out. What? Uchenna is still out, I believe. Byron Murphy is still out. I mean, there's a lot of key injuries on this Seahawks defense. We're going to have to see how that comes into play because it did not favor the Seahawks at all against the Giants. That was one of the main reasons Daniel Jones operated so cleanly all game long was because of the lack of playmakers on the defensive line for the Seahawks. So I do agree with you. That's one of the main X factors. The other X factor I would like to point to, something I brought up in the post-game show last week, was giving Kenneth Walker the ball.
Yeah,
What was it? 5 carries for Kenneth Walker?
5 carries.
That
You need to
is
give him the ball more. I agree.
ridiculous. I understand he got the ball in space off of passes, but Kenneth Walker is one of the most elusive, versatile, hard mouth, run through you, run past you, dodge you. He'll do it all. So the fact you give him the ball 5 times and give Geno Smith 40 some odd throws, I mean, it's not gonna fly. It isn't.
No. Yeah, I agree. Gino's good, but he's not throw the ball 45 times a game good. He is
And
good,
K9 is
especially
25 carries good.
yes. You should get Canine the ball and get Charbonnet the ball too. Look, Zach Charbonnet maybe is the best backup running back in the league outside of Jordan Mason. I mean, he's been really good this year. So get them both the ball. Involve them in the passing game. Involve your tight ends. Spread the ball down the field. Don't only throw to guys like DK because DK might fumble the ball and lose you the game. No offense, but
Yeah,
um,
I'm sure that's
but
another factor.
yeah, I mean, don't beat yourself. Don't make dumb mistakes. Play clean special teams football. Jason Myers has now missed 3 kicks this year. That's worth paying attention to. We've only played 5 games, so Jason Myers needs to have a good game. I think if you nail all your field goals, give yourself a fighting chance. I mean, yeah, it's as simple as that. But
Yeah,
I
all
think the
right,
real
guys.
key is limit their offense with
Yep,
getting the
limit their
pressure.
offense, defensive line play, and give K9 the ball. We both had the Seahawks losing a close